Well, this is Sri Lanka, a cricket loving nation which is strategically placed in the Indian Ocean. Sri Lanka boasts of a strong tourism sector, a healthy agricultural sector, natural scenic beauty, but a lot has changed and it has changed for worse. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, the president of Sri Lanka, has resigned and fled the country after completing just 2 years and 7 months in the office. The entire cabinet, led by the Prime Minister, has already resigned. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka is facing its worst economic crisis since 1948. Now, let's explore what has really happened. What were the developments that resulted into the current crisis? Well, this situation was in the making for the last 3 years at least and has many contributing factors to it. Now, let's dive into it. Since the civil war ended in Sri Lanka in 2009, the Rajapaksa brothers have maintained the strong statesman image, which, in a diplomatic language, translated into drifting away from the India's sphere of influence and deepening ties with China. As a result, they started accepting the aggressive Chinese loans with opaque terms and conditions, that too on the projects that did not have bright prospects to say the least. Unfortunately, the examples are plenty. The $1.4 billion Hambantota port lost $300 million in just 6 years, and now it has been handed over to a Chinese state owned company on a 99-year lease. Next on the list is the Lotus Tower, costing over $100 million, which has been funded under the controversial Belt and Road Initiative. And the most famous one, Matala Rajapaksa International Airport, built with a $200 million Chinese loan that is now known as the world's emptiest airport, which was unable to pay even its electricity bills. Tourism is one of the most consequential sector for the nation to get a hold of precious forex reserve. Tourism sector represented over one-tenth of the GDP of Sri Lanka. The sector was negatively affected first by the 2019 Easter bombings, which sent huge shockwaves across the South Asia, when 8 bomb blasts ripped through multiple cities, and locations include 3 churches and multiple high-end hotels. Then the COVID-19 pandemic prevented the recovery, as there were unprecedented restrictions on travel across the globe. Sri Lanka was self-sufficient in rice production, with imports limited to just specialty rice such as basmati. But in April 2021, President Rajapaksa announced that Sri Lanka would allow only organic farming, banning inorganic fertilizers and agrochemicals based fertilizers. The drop in tea production resulting from the fertilizer ban alone resulted in economic losses of around $425 million and created a 20% drop in rice production within the first 6 months alone, and forcing the country to import rice for $415 million. Mr. Rajapaksa has also been criticized heavily for substantial tax cuts that he introduced in 2019, which lost the government income of more than $1.4 billion per year and more than 10 lakh taxpayers within just 2 years. The 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine has further exacerbated the economic disaster that has unfolded in the nation, as Russia is the second biggest market for Sri Lanka in tea exports, and the tourism sector is also heavily reliant upon these two nations, as most of the tourist arrivals are from Russia and Ukraine. The biggest impact, however, has been received in the form of international price hike of the crude oil, which in 2019 was less than $60 per barrel, is now being traded at more than $100 per barrel. Now let's figure out how the citizens are facing the brunt of these developments at the ground level. Finance Minister Basil Rajapaksa urged all government authorities to switch off all street lights, Moreover, daily 7-hour power cuts were seen throughout March 2022, increased to 10 hours at the end of the month and again increased to 15 hours in early April. On 28th June 2022, the government suspended the fuel sales to non-essential vehicles. Only the buses, trains, and vehicles used for medical services and transporting food could be filled up with fuel. In 2018, the total forex reserve of the country was around $9 billion. That was adequate for the island nation. However, in May 2022, it has plunged to just $50 million. March this year, several schools in Sri Lanka announced that their mid-year examinations would be postponed indefinitely due to paper shortages throughout the country, mainly triggered due to the lack of forex reserves to import paper. Many hospitals have apparently suspended routine surgeries and have also reduced a large number of laboratory tests. Other state-run hospitals were also reported to be running out of life-saving medicines. On 8th April this year, the Medical Council of Sri Lanka issued a warning that there would be a catastrophic number of deaths, which is likely to be in excess of the combined death toll of COVID-19, the 2004 tsunami, and the civil war, unless a replenishment of supplies is made in a matter of weeks. So, having discussed all the developments that took place and their impact at the ground level, I think it would be fair to say that Sri Lanka's sudden collapse was not that sudden. Now that's all for today, and if you find the video valuable, please like and subscribe to help our channel grow. And if you have any queries or suggestions, do mention them in the comment section. Thank you.